Understanding the important parts of sentences. Now, all grammatically correct sentences need at least one main idea or action, and this will contain a verb and a subject. I read a book. Petra studied for her psychology exam. The cows are milked at dawn. So let's look at exactly what these verbs and subjects are so that you can correctly identify your grammatically correct or incorrect sentences. So first of all, verbs. Now, we most commonly think of verbs as being doing words, a sense of an action happening, like swim, was watching, gulped. My cat jumped in the lake. The action that's happening here is the cat jumping. He reached for the fork. The physical action that's happening is the fact that he reached. But verbs can suggest things other than a physical action. They might be something that someone does with their mouth, something they say, like replied, shouted. Jane whispered in my ear. I screamed. They can be something that's happening inside someone's brain, thoughts or feelings people have, like loved, remember, do believe. I don't understand why. He liked my photo. Verbs can also indicate being or existing in the world. Words like am, is, will be. I am is supposedly the shortest sentence in the English language. The Olympics were held in Sydney. And finally, verbs can also be words that indicate having something or possessing something, like had or own. She has the same dress as me. You have this one instead. Now, subjects. Subject is the person, the animal, or the thing that does the verb. Now, let's look at some examples. He reached for the fork. The easiest way to figure out if you have a subject in your sentence is to first of all identify the verb. In our first example here, our verb is reached. There's a physical action as the verb in this sentence. Now, who was it who did the reaching? He reached for the fork. So he is our subject in our first example. Let's look at the second one. She has the same dress as me. What's the verb in this sentence? It's has, or the having of the same dress. And who is it who has the same dress as me? She has the same dress as me. So she is our subject. And in our third example, that was given to me by my cousin. What's the verb in the sentence? Was given is our verb, the fact that the thing was given. And who was it who did the giving? The person who did the giving was my cousin. This is our subject. And as you can see, the subject isn't always at the beginning of the sentence. It can come after the verb.